this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here. Points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates. But regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. Stoke have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and a system that relies on an industrious midfield to cover the ground.
Which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yes, he'd been my pick too. He's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Baker. Seco. Clears it this time. Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye. Barry. And Zonzi. Seco. Knocks it through. Have possession again. To exploit the space. Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite. Who can latch onto that? Barry. Ndiaye. He'll be pulled up for a foul. Lovely bit of skill. Dewsbury Hall. He's won that physical contest and within the ball. Oh, good challenge, and he's got it back. Nicolenko switched right across. Cleared away from immediate danger. He's looking for options. For the header. That's been cleared. Delivery. I'm afraid the finish wasn't up to it.
Barry really could have done with putting that away. He was up like the proverbial salmon.
Moved away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion.
Everton must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
What is it that they're actually achieving?
Well, it opens up the pitch, stretches the opposition, and it activates more running room.
Idrissa Gueye. toe-to-toe with his marker. Baker. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim? He hits it! Really good try! No goal.
Arnold weighed up the options and picked the wrong one.
Idrissa Gueye, Coleman, forward it goes. Oh, he wasn't taking any chances there. Knocks it through, well positioned to lead a breakaway. Wins it back. Barry. Everton have a free kick for that. Disagree, but they're getting little by way of sympathy.
Well, I think the referee would have told them to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And he's been fouled.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee just wants to have a word with him by the looks of it, probably about keeping his composure and his temper in check. Takes the opportunity to shoot. It's been played short. Crosses it. And they get it away.
Everton are onto something here. That's about the third time a cross has been worked down that left-hand side. It's going to be key to this because it may look a bit predictable by playing on this weakness and going down that side. This fella's just going to take some stopping because
he's fouled him. Whacks it! It's some goal!
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. It was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Is picked out nicely. Good interception, just what they needed. Looking to exploit the space. Baker. Seco. It may be goalless, but it's not without interest.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Phillips. Who can latch onto that? A bit of jostling going on here. Forward it goes. No, the defence alert and picked out the danger. Looking to exploit the space. Spooned forward. It wasn't the best of passes, really. Baker. Knocks it through. He's not taking any risks there. Ndiaye. McNeil. Alcaraz could make something of this. That one has just about been dealt with. Spreads it out wide. Cleared away. Has it back now. Alcaraz. And plays it, leaps for the header. Way off. Well, foul, yes, referee's given it. Launches the ball forward. Plays it to his right. Crosses to the centre. And he gets it away. Missed it away by the keeper. Strength, just wrestled him off the ball. Plays it back to the keeper. Phillips. Promising movement. Pumps it forward. That's a foul. Yes, confirmed by the referee.
Can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that, so I think they're defending him very, very well.
Everton have got possession back, and there's the cross. And the referee awards a free kick. Surprise, it's a yellow card. The players clearly disagree, but they're getting little by way of sympathy.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, is he?
They get it away. Looking to exploit the space. Baker. Well positioned to lead a breakaway. And the ball's out of play. Hits it long, is picked out nicely. Moved away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion. Knocks it through to the front line. An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. Forward it goes. Not Knocks it through. Who can latch onto that? Looking to exploit the space. He gets it away. Intervenes, and they have it back in their own half. Branthwaite. Delivery on its way. Plays the ball out wide. Loses out physically. Who can latch onto that? Alcaraz. Chance to counter-attack here. Bozinic. Wins it back.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
He was well positioned, just what they needed. Forward it goes.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Well played, that got them out of trouble. It's been launched forward, cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. Knocks it through, some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Barry. And a shot here. Goal! Everton! And a goal right on the stroke of half-time.
Oh, that was a close goal, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside. And he's still a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
Everton get us underway at 1-0.
Yeah, they may have got the lead, but that next goal now is absolutely crucial to the complexion of this one.
Looking to exploit the space. With that, the referee brings the session to a close. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Yeah, they're slightly lacking in the goal-scoring department, but they've played well overall. Just a bit unlucky, perhaps, to go in down at half-time. I think there's no reason for them not to bounce back.
So the second half gets underway.
Stoke City need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Knocks it through. Ndiaye. Could make something of this. Oh, that's delightful. Switches play to the other side. Knocks it through. Carried away. Cleared away. The ball has crossed the line. Needed to throw. hits it in towards the middle. That's going to go a long way. Who can latch onto that? Promising movement. Well intercepted. Saw the danger and got to it. He's not taking any risks there. Forward it goes. Could get in here. And a much needed intervention that was too. Played forward. Seco. Alcaraz. Switches play to the other side. Ndiaye. Knocks it through. Press well. Gibson plays it upfield.
Oh, it was such a close call, but it looks as if the assistant got that one spot on.
And he chooses the option of the back pass. Kicks it a long way. He's run into trouble. Tarkowski. A long ball forward. That one has just about been dealt with. Played through. The ball across the line. Aims across. He gets his shot away. How delightful. No goal in the end.
Yeah, a knuckleball, and that's the stuff of goalkeeping nightmares.
To the right, a header.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
Coleman looking to exploit the space. Who can latch onto that? Well positioned to lead a breakaway. Coleman. Forward it goes. Stoke still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Switches play to the other side. And he crosses in. It's cleared. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Tarkowski knocks it through. Looking to find his front men. He's made sure that's not getting through. Looking to exploit the space. The danger was there, he dealt with it well. Laid in accurately. And they get it away. And the ball changes hands again. Knocks it through. Forward it goes. Played long, needed a better ball there. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Who can latch onto that? An important interception. Things were starting to look dangerous. Looking to exploit the space. Ndiaye. He's making good progress down the left. Forward it goes. Who can latch onto that? And frustrated as the ball team gets intercepted. Well intercepted. Saw the danger and got to it. Launches the ball forward. Promising movement. Way knocks it through. Cresswell. Your impression so far, Jin?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Stoke City are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, it's not like they have any choice but to just pile forward in numbers, Jim, really.
There's no alternative.
Dibbling. Who can latch onto that? He was well positioned, just what they needed. Walks them in his own half. Manhoff knocks it through. Hall. Forward it goes. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. It's clearly not what he was hoping for. Baker looking to exploit the space. He's not taking any risks there. Forward it goes. Nicely done. Breakaway, and this is promising. And he'll get the shot away here. That should have been 2-0.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game now. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a double substitution going on here. Moved away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion.
Well, they've not been troubled too much at the back, so they can play on the front foot, but losing possession still presents danger.
And he's got and that could have been it.
They could have made the game safe when he converted that. It's such a big disappointment.
Push gains momentum. Long ball over the top. Losing his footing.
Well, there's no point in adopting a conservative attitude now. As long as they don't lose their shape completely, they have to throw men forward in this situation.
Patterson. Delivery on its way. Here's it this time. Looking for a corner. to exploit the space. The opposition posing a few questions, but he's able to intercept. Played in accurately, pass cut out. Plays it long. Switches play to the other side. Alcaraz.
There's a real confidence about them, and they look as though fitness levels and energy are still strong, but they have to maintain possession. They can't lose it again.
Incisive pass, that.
Well, I think it's that time when you have to commit numbers forward in the hope of grabbing an equaliser. I mean, defenders need to take that risk too now.
Shoots here, and his shot didn't find the net. Tarkowski, Nikolenko, Ndiaye. Idrissa Gueye. Patterson knocks it through, and he plays it to the keeper. Pumps it forward. Good interception, just what they needed. Tarkowski, well positioned to lead a breakaway, cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. Who can latch onto that? A much needed intervention that was too. Tarkowski looking to exploit the space.
It's all very neat football, but time is against them now, and they need to get the ball forward.
Who can latch onto that? We are entering stoppage time. Well played, that got them out of trouble. Dewsbury Hall. There will be 2 additional minutes to be added on. Played through. A much needed intervention that was too. Dewsbury Hall. Tarkowski. There's the whistle. The game's finished. Well, it really could have gone either way. They were slightly unlucky perhaps. The ball just didn't bounce in their favour at times. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, they had plenty of time to overcome the setback, but for me, they never quite had enough invention.